On Tuesday, Premier Clark said the BC NDP had hacked her BC Liberal Party's website. However, she offered no actual proof it was the BC NDP who had allegedly committed the act. This all comes after a Monday article by Vancouver Province columnist Mike Smith, who revealed that over the weekend he was able to access the private information of about 100 residents of Vancouver Island who appeared on a BC Liberal list, easily accessible on the website entitled Generated Leads. What was available was the email addresses and postal codes of about 100 people who had responded to a BC Liberal public engagement campaign to identify possible voters and donors on Vancouver Island ahead of the coming election. What Smith assured us was easily accessible and what was likely a mistake now has the BC Liberals and the Premier making claims of hacking. I guess we didn't have enough hacking talk after the US election. But the BC Liberals Communication Director, Emil Scheifel, provided Smith with some records of hack attempts, but the public just isn't buying it. Because we can't forget that this is the same BC Liberals who've had their time in government see numerous data breaches of government servers and private information. And of course, who could forget that one senior member of the BC Liberal Party, the Executive Director, Laura Miller, if you don't remember, she's facing charges in Ontario into the deleted emails and the illegal accessing of government computers during the Ontario gas plant scandal that saw Ontario taxpayers on the hook for over $1 billion. Miller, who is crowdfunding her defense for her trial later this year, was also part of the BC Liberal team during their own triple delete email scandal, where numerous emails were deleted in November of 2014 by a BC government staffer after Freedom of Information requests were received by the Ministry of Transportation. Look, the BC Liberals are on thin ice with BC voters after 16 years in power, and there are dozens of other scandals I can name big and small over those 16 years. And this election is one that I think they will lose if they keep playing games like this week, like these hacking allegations against the NDP. Instead, Clark and the Liberals should focus on what has made British Columbians give them such a long run in office: championing responsible resource development, being a friend of free enterprise, talk about lowering taxes and the cost of living, and sure, point out the weaknesses in the NDP and their policies. But if you get into a routine of sensational allegations, the BC voter might just tune you out and say it's time for a change. And before you know it, John Horgan is the next Premier of BC. And that's a scary thought. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. Thanks for watching. It's election year in BC, so make sure you keep it locked to our YouTube channel so you never miss an update.